And you are?
Giles.
Excuse me?
Dr. Mikhail Giles.
Oh, yes, of course, doctor. Please enter. May I take your coat?
Yes, please.
Oops. Ah.
Thank you, madam.
Here you go. Luca has been like this for several weeks now.
The delay?
Pardon me?
What has delayed your search for assistance?
Well, you see, it's unbecoming of the son of the Duke to behave in, well, such a manner as this.
I see.
Please, doctor, right this way.
All right. You said weeks.
Yes, he's been like this for weeks.
I see. No response to light sensitivity. His eye nerves have been paralyzed.
Well, he wasn't like this until just recently.
You say?
Yes, he would sit there and his eyes would wander around the room as if they were wildly in search.
Search?
Yes, as if they were searching for something.
Ah, well, there's the problem.
Pardon me?
You see, you cannot stop a man who's in search, especially not the son of a duke. A very spoiled child, is he not?
Well, yes, but I'm not sure I follow.
Yes, the son of a duke. A very rich child and spoiled. Used to getting whatever he wants. And
All right.
when he could not have it, it drove him to insanity.
Insanity?
Yes, good woman, look at the boy. No eye movement. His body is in a state of near paralysis. But what I find most intriguing are the way his optics are fixated upon the wall.
The wall?
Yes, look upon his eyes. Do you not see the way his eyes are matching with whatever it is that is on the wall?
Yes, I do
not
believe...
on, but in.
In?
Yes, good woman, in. What if whatever Luca has been searching for is in the wall?
In the wall?
Yes, in the wall. You see how the boy rests his hands underneath his legs?
Why, yes, I do.
His fingers are torn down to the muscle. He was scratching, trying to find whatever it is that's in the wall.
Torn? Excuse me, doctor. I believe that I may have thought you were onto something at first, but torn? That is absurd.
Is it? Is it really? Look at the boy's hands.
Pardon me?
Look at his hands.
Oh, my heavens!
Yes, it is as I was saying. My prescription is to give the boy what he wants. Well, more like in this situation, what he needs.
What he wants? Needs?
Do you have trouble hearing what I say?
No, doctor, it's just a bit unexpected.
And have I not addressed the situation multiple times in my visit here today?
Why, yes, sir.
Then what is so unexpected if you already knew from what I have told you?
You're right, doctor, I apologize.
Good. Now, as I was saying, give Master Luca what he wants, or needs, and you should find him returns to his normal state of mind.
All right, thank you, doctor.
You're welcome. I would say it has been my pleasure, but you and I both know how deceitful that would be.
All right, Master Luker, let's see what's in this wall, shall we?
Mariana.
Where the heck are you? I've been waiting for you to call for hours. The vice president from Neo Corporations is already here waiting for you.
Relax. I was on a house call.
A house call? Are you serious, Giles? One wrong move, and we can be shut down permanently.
You need a vacation.
This is no joking matter. Listen, James is on his way right now to pick you up. I'll attempt to stall Mrs. Gambodi. That man.
I'm sorry, but Dr. Giles is too busy right now.
The earliest I can pencil you in is in 2 months. Well, I'm afraid there's nothing else I can do.
Good morning, sir. Your 5 o'clock just canceled and requested that you reschedule.
If they wanted to meet me, they would have taken the first available opportunity. Cancel the request altogether.
Yes, sir. Let me show you to the conference room for your meeting with the Vice President of NEO. Here you are.
Thank you, Celia.
Oh, Mrs. Gambodi. This is my associate, Dr. Mikhail Giles.
Dr. Giles, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It is, isn't it?
Excuse my associate. He's rather proud of his studies.
Nice to meet you, madam. And good to see you again, Mariana.
And this is his assistant, Vince Vermont.
How do you do?
Very well. Oh, enough with the formalities. Shall we begin?
Mrs. Gambodi, we have brought you here today to present the possibility of the physical possession of the human mind. Now, according to recent work done by Dr. Giles, the occurrence of such an event has become extremely profound.
And you need my corporation to aid in the wealth factor, I presume.
Mrs.
A
Gambodi.
smart woman.
Mrs. Gambodi, it'd be extremely beneficial to have partners like Neo aid us in our research.
Miss Mariana, I completely understand where you're coming from. Scientific departments are suffering heavily from the recent decline in funding. But I must inform you of the constant begging, if you will, that companies similar to that of yourself ask Neil for support, and I'm afraid at this time we just cannot support you anyway.
Well, thank you again.
So wait. Just like that, you decide our fate.
Giles!
Mrs. Gambodi, what if I could tell you right now that this very research has presented itself in this hour?
Giles!
Vince, please escort Mariana out. Let's go, Mariana.
Giles! All of our research! Giles, what are you doing? You're insane!
Oh, thank you, Celia. Mrs. Gambodi, earlier today I took a risk. I ventured out on a house call, an act that has been forbidden by scientific research facilities for some time now. If any action goes wrong on the house call, it could mean permanent extermination for said facility.
I understand, but...
Mrs. Gambodi, please do not speak until I have finished. During the house call, I analyzed the young man who has been described by his butler as unresponsive. I traveled up to the young man's room, and to describe the butler's accusations, she was correct. The young man was just sitting in a chair, staring blankly into space. However, later into the encounter, I discovered he was not just staring, but searching.
Searching.
Mrs. Gambodi, I have not finished. The young man was in fact searching in the wall for something. The very presence of whatever this something is has driven him to insanity. I would like to return to the manor in hopes of uncovering the mystery behind this young man and the something he longs for. Now, Mrs. Gambodi, I am finished.
Yeah, very fascinating indeed. I'd like to further invest my time in this investigation. If you wouldn't mind my accompanying you on your next excursion to the manor, I think seeing the evidence with my own eyes would allow me to confirm Neil's ability to aid your research. This could be quite beneficial to us all.
Thank you, Mrs. Gambodi. Nothing less than expected. Celia, please escort Mrs. Gambodi out.
Giles! How dare you barge into a meeting that I allow you to sit on? And worst of all, you completely...
Don't overstep your boundaries, Mariana.
So what kind of costs are we looking at, Giles?
Celia!
Yes, Dr. Giles?
Would you mind bringing me the spreadsheet I prepared earlier? I think I left it on my desk.
Yes, sir. Right
Oh, and Celia,
Yes,
would
Dr.
you mind
Giles?
bringing us some water? It's rather warm in here.
Of course, sir. Would you like lemons or cucumbers?
Surprise me.
Okay, I'll get them.
Mikhail, let me apologize for my interference yesterday.
No need. I understand sometimes you have to speak. In this situation, your words were unneeded.
Whereas Vince, I would like him to be on this as well.
Celia!
Yes, Dr. Giles?
Thank you, Celia. Could you please send Vincent?
Of course, sir. I think he's in the lobby.
Thank you, Celia. Hey, boss, you rang? Vinny, Mariana requested that you sit in on this meeting, and I think you'd be informed of our current situation costs.
Alright.
So, Mariana, if you see here, we will need to return to the manor as soon as possible to continue our research. Depending on what we find, further investigation could be necessary, and we will need the proper materials.
Yes, that makes sense. I think we could locate the funding from Neo to cover all these extraneous costs.
I agree.
That's a first.
You have your luck, don't push it.
So what do you need me to do?
Vince, you, Mariana, and myself are going to return to the manor. I think it would lower our risk of house call consequences, and just for standard safety reasons, I think it better for myself not to be alone.
Okay. So when do you think we're going?
James is on his way right now. You boys ready?